Hi, and welcome to the Focus on What Matters technique. Focus on what matters is a technique that can be used to improve concentration and performance in any area of your life. The basic idea is to identify the most important information or task at hand, and then focus all of your attention on that one thing. In any sport, there is a lot of information available. Some of this information is relevant to your performance, while other information is not as important. The key to performing at your best is to focus on the information that matters, or by redirecting our attention to what matters from the information that doesn't. One way to do this is to use a technique called labeling. Labeling involves giving a name to the information that you're focusing on. And we'll be using the labels see, hear, and feel. For example, if you're playing tennis, you might label the ball as see when your opponent makes contact with the ball. So you're going to say see when your opponent makes contact, and then you track the ball until you make contact with the ball. And then you're going to repeat the process. This will help you to stay focused on what matters, because we all see everything, but a lot of times we're not zoning into seeing the ball or feeling our body in our sport. In baseball, you can use the label see as well. For example, when the pitcher releases the ball, you say see, and then focus all of your attention on the ball and track it all the way till you make contact with it. If your mind wanders to other things, which it will, such as the score of the game or the crowd, or maybe little aches and pains in your body, just kindly bring it back to the exercise and repeat the process. You can also use labeling to focus on other important information, such as your breathing or your body position. For example, if you're running, you might label the feeling of your foot pushing off the ground as feel. And this will help you to stay focused on your running form. You might even in track and field experience aches and pains, and by redirecting it to feeling your feet on the ground, all of your attention goes into that. So we're redirecting our attention to what really matters in that moment to increase our optimal performance. If you're a weightlifter, you could use the focus on what matters technique using the feel label as well. Feeling your stance on the ground or the weight of the bar in your hands, or feel the tension in your muscles. So focus on what matters is a simple but effective technique that can help you to improve your concentration and performance in your sport. So let's recap real quick. So in the focus on what matters technique, you want to choose the label see, hear, or feel, depending on what matters the most in your sport for your performance. And choose one thing to focus on. Say the label at the moment it matters most and put all your attention on it. And don't worry about being perfect. Just focus on staying with your attention on that one task as long as you can. And if you get lost in thought, just repeat it. It's okay. With practice, you will be able to hold your attention on it for a longer period of time. This will improve your concentration, which is the ability to stay focused on what we want. Your sensory clarity, which is the ability to track our experience in real time. And our equanimity, which is the ability to let the experience come and go without trying to change it. Sometimes we refer to equanimity also as coolness. So you can think about as being cool and calm, collected. So if you get lost in thought or you put your attention on something that doesn't matter, kindly bring it back to the exercise. And congratulate yourself for noticing that you were lost in thought. And then bring your attention back. And you might notice that all of a sudden your attention span is increasing. So have fun with this technique and choose one thing you're going to be working on for the next couple of weeks. And I'll see you on the flip side.